Good evening and welcome to episode 14 of the Donut Shop Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. N, and with me I'm joined by Jorge.
How's it going?
We are a man short this evening. Unfortunately, pending Dr. Al had utter what do I say?
Pending arrangements?
Pending arrangements. There we go. Yeah, utter pending arrangements. But the show must go on. So here we are.
Yeah.
All right, so today's little icebreaker. We'll start. Wait, hold on. Did it just go live now? The live countdown just started, but okay, whatever. All right, you know what? YouTube shenanigans. Continuing on.
Let's go see. We met the first 50 seconds. We didn't say much. Just said hi.
Yes. Anyway. Also, hello. Good evening, Jaikro. Welcome. So icebreaker today is what? Can you talk about a time you've eaten something you consider exotic or weird, but you liked it?
A time I've eaten something exotic or weird.
Yeah, so weird, but you weren't sure about it, but you liked it. I'll start. Well, what do you think of yours? I'll start. Yeah, for me, it was eel. Let's see. When I first started sushi, I wasn't sure, how I like it. I like fish, but raw fish was kind of a odd thing, and eel is kind of a staple with sushi. So, but it's not raw eel; it's cooked, but it's still still eel. And every time I think eel, I think of those water snake looking things I see at the supermarket all the goddamn time. I was like, no, thank you. So tried it. Now I'm addicted to this stuff. Now I love eel.
One of the things I want to say I'm in love with it, but it was definitely a lot better than I expected. Was the fried octopus we tried? The
takoyaki.
Takoyaki, yes. Yeah. That was an interesting. It's very chewy, and it was not what I expected. It didn't taste bad. It was pretty good, but it's just the texture was definitely something I had to get used to. But it's not. I won't say I'm addicted, but it was definitely not a bad thing.
What else? I think it was that's the only thing that came up to my head.
Yeah, the only other thing I can think of just very recently, I had curry today for the first time.
Oh, what kind of curry? Wait, hold on. There's a lot of different versions.
Japanese curry.
Oh, okay.
It had a little bit of kick at the end. I'm not a spice lord or anything to be eating spicy.
I'd say spicy curry is typically an Indian thing. Japanese curry can be spicy, I guess.
Yeah, they had a little kick at the end. At least for me. And I have all of the heat tolerance of bland water.
Fair enough. All right. Again, if you'd like to send a response to today's icebreaker, feel free to email us at theogdonutshop@gmail.com. All right. That being said, what topic should we talk about? I'll talk about one that's near and dear to my heart. They ruined my boy. So they released a trailer, kind of like a trailer demo image of a Spider-Man, the PS4 game on PS5, the remaster. So they remastered it, made it look prettier, whatever, and they did a face swap or an actor swap for the model of Peter Parker. So the voice is the same, the performance is the same. It's a completely different face, and it. The face isn't bad. Actually, objectively, it's a better face. Better textures, better lighting.
It does look better, but
objectively, it is a better face. But
it doesn't suit it.
It doesn't suit it. They made him. It's like they de-aged him. Ironically enough, the actor they used is older than the previous actor. But they changed his face. He looks younger, and it's. Why? I don't understand why the change. So
I think it was just for kind of get it with excuse me, to put it in line with what's his name's what the hell is facing here with the MCU's Spider-Man look.
Tom Holland.
Yeah,
I see a lot of that. They picked an actor, even if it wasn't purpose or not. He looks uncanny. There's a strong resemblance to Tom Holland. Another theory I heard, this might be the same actor they're using for the Avengers Spider-Man the Avengers Spider-Man. That super microtransaction heavy game that came out a couple months ago.
Uh-huh.
That
atrocity.
Yeah, that atrocity. Oh my goodness. So Insomnia's was it excuse reasoning for it was that the new actor's face fits the voice actor's emotions better, which I don't think that. I mean, does that ruin the whole point of a voice actor? Like the voice, like how many characters do we see who who don't look anything like their voice actors, but their emotion and their performance still comes through, right?
Yeah.
Like look at we'll take Kevin Conroy. Like Batman's wearing a mask like 90% of the time. Just never had a problem before. So it's I don't know. I feel like there was some drama or money was exchanged for reasons, and it's pissed me off. But whatever. I mean, as long as they don't as long as they don't patch it into the original game, I'm just gonna pretend the remaster doesn't exist.
Are you gonna pick it up on PS5?
I will pick up Miles Morales. I will not pick up the remaster.
Look what they did to my boy.
I thought that was a joke. I really thought it was like some hacked, some like fan Photoshop. Yeah, troll Photoshop. Or they put like they decided to mix Tom Holland and him together and like the original together to make a face. That's what I really thought when I saw it on like Reddit. But then I found the news. I was like, wait, what? This wasn't some Photoshop hack job.
So you mean this is real? What the hell, man?
Like, how dare you? My anger. Anyway, so next topic. Anime. New winter anime started this week. Have you been watching anything, Jorge?
No, but I did see. I saw that they made an anime for the game Dragon Quest, and that just started. And I used to see the Dragon Quest commercials. I thought it was an anime because it looks like an anime. And the artwork is also, I think it's Akira Toriyama that does the artwork. It's the same Dragon Ball art style. So I'm actually curious, but it's no relation to the universe.
Okay. Like it has a cult following. Like people love Dragon Quest games. I never actually touched one, so I have no idea. I have no idea what they're about.
I just know that the player on Smash is trash. Hero on Smash is trash.
Wait, okay. Trash as in OP or trash as in you can't? He sucks.
Trash as in he is broken and a cheap character, and if you main him, God bless your soul.
Unfortunately I've been out of the Smash game this generation because I don't own a Switch, but I haven't got around to playing, so I haven't got to try this guy out. I mean, look, on the tangent of Smash Bros, they have to make the new DLC characters good. If they're not good, no one's gonna buy them, right?
True.
Then they nerf them.
But they don't nerf like other games there. But even some of the other characters are fairly well balanced, man.
Like they nerfed Cloud after it came out, right? After a while.
Yeah, that was in
back in Wii U. Yeah, that was in the Wii U. That's right. Oh, wait. So what? Oh, God, I'm so out the loop for Smash right now. So what came out that has been nerfed for Ultimate?
I know they've nerfed like what's the name? Inkling, but Inkling was a main. He was on the main thing. Inkling got nerfed. Some of his aerials were too good, and they've done like little tweaks like that do enough. But no, fuck Hero. Straight up.
Fair enough.
But back to the topic of anime. What have you picked up?
So far two different. The regular at Magic High School it's finally got another season.
I'm about to say that sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's kind of it's meme to death. Tatsuya, the main character, he has been dubbed Godsuya because how blatantly OP he is, but we love him for it. He's extremely OP, but I don't know, just something adoring about it. Like we just love his character.
Is this one of the trashy anime that you like to watch? I have to
No,
ask.
it's not trash. No, it's not trashy. It's so of course it's about magicians, wizards, whatever you want to call them. But their magic system is based on technology. So when they do their spells, they're using like guns or smartphones or bracelets with like with button combinations or presses.
I've seen the character. I've seen the artwork. I've never cared to watch it, but I'm familiar with the art.
This is probably one of the most popular Emoto animes, where incest is wincest.
Oh my goodness!
I think. I mean, like if you know, I mean, they play it off for comedy. Well, kind of, yeah, comedy. There's some questionable moments, I get, to say the least. But I enjoy it. I've been looking forward to this season for the longest, and the first episode did not disappoint. I'm very happy. I will make you watch it eventually one day.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah. Also, I'm a huge fan of idol anime, school idols mainly. So so a new spinoff series started this week as well. Love Live. Oh God, Nijigasaki School Idol Club. It's another one of those, CG, 9 girls dancing and all that jazz. Not for everybody, but I am smitten. I am in idol hell, and I am okay with
it. Idol hell. So, got to see what else they have on there, dude. Is this the Shaman King's not coming out winter, right?
No, that's next year. I want to say Shaman King's next year. What else? Haikyuu started as well. Second half of Haikyuu to the top.
Funny you say that. One of the things I want to talk about after this is how do you get somebody into a new anime?
Oh, ooh, okay. We can jump on that now. You have to consider what they like, what they dislike. Obviously, that's the biggest thing.
So, I'm a big fan of Haikyuu, the anime. Mm-hmm. I haven't read the manga yet, but I picked up the anime a while back, and I like marathoned up until the point where it was done. Mm. My fiance, I've been trying to get her to watch it, so she doesn't want to watch it. She doesn't watch it. So a couple months ago, she likes to look at the memes on TikTok. So they were memeing Haikyuu, and Haikyuu is known for very expressive faces and like very comedic poses and things of that nature. So people were doing those, like the same poses as the anime. So they would like tying their hair up and making like a face just to match. Like then there's clip they show the clip of Haikyuu. So I'm like, all right, babe, we're gonna sit down and watch it. So they have it on Netflix. And I was like, all right, we're gonna watch Haikyuu. So I have her in. We're about 6 episodes in. I asked her after episode 5. So how are you feeling about it? Do you want it? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? And she's like, I don't know. I'm still iffy about it. She said they focus too much on a couple of the characters. So I'm like, all right, that's fair. That's fair, but they're trying to build attachment to these characters. So that's why they do it like that. So they do focus on all the characters eventually, but they mostly focus on Hinata and Kageyama. So the 2 main characters. So now that it's starting to show some of the rest of the team, and the humor is really picking up, she's starting to get more into it. And I see it. It was a couple of episodes later, like I really see it. So she said she'll give it to episode 10. So after episode 10, we'll see where we go. Okay. Otherwise, I'll just rewatch the whole thing by myself all over again.
There you go. Yeah. So I'm very what's the word? Spontaneous with my anime. So I would be at the gym and an opening would come on my headphones and I wouldn't recognize it. So I would look it up. And if the opening is just that good, I'll watch it.
You say that, in full disclosure, I want to watch Black Clover just for that. They have some really good openings, but I watched the first episode and it was so boring.
I don't care enough for Black Clover. Yeah, so main staples, Black Clover and 7 Deadly Sins. I don't care. I don't really feel like watching them.
The 7 Deadly Sins, some bomb openings too. And actually one of our non-anime buddies is watching it. He watched a couple. He watched like One Punch Man.
Mm.
And he really liked One Punch Man. So he's watching Seven Deadly Sins. And he's liking it. I told him why I don't care for it. I think the artwork is really, really, really bland. But the story is interesting, and most of the characters are interesting. But just the artwork just takes me out of it completely, personally. But he's enjoying it.
Okay. Oh, yeah. If he enjoys it. I'm not gonna, trash anyone who likes what they like. If that was the case, how people would judge the crap out of me for all the crap I watch.
I heard this once. So I forget where I heard it, but someone was like, "Don't yuck on my yum," and that stuck with me. I'm like,
fair.
"No
That's
way."
fair. That's very fair.
Yeah.
Let's see some other ones. I'm looking out for. Let's see. Tonikaku Kawaii. It's a rom-com. I read the manga. Is really cute. So I've been excited that they finally got an anime season. There's a new season of something called One Room. This is so you're the main character in One Room. All the story takes place with the girls referring to you. So it's all fourth wall breaks. It's weird. The premise sounds really interesting. I really want to check it out. And another one I'm probably gonna check out is it's like a weird rom-com battle anime. It's called Our Last Crusade or The Rise of a New World. It's a lot of like I think it deals like witches and like the main guy, he like fights with two swords and he slays witches and there's like enemy factions and stuff. I read it. Sounds pretty cool. The manga is pretty cool. I'm excited to see how this turns out. I'm just watching a bunch of crap.
Excuse me. This season doesn't have a lot of sequel anime, does it?
Another sequel is it okay to pick up girls in a dungeon? That's another one. I believe that's the third season of that. I believe. Yeah. No. Is it wrong to pick up girls in dungeon? Sorry. I tried to get into that. The male character felt like a beta. No, thank you.
It's hard if the lead characters are not interesting.
Yeah,
it's hard.
I think there's some good stuff coming out this season. Just have to peruse and find what I like and what I don't like. All right. Anyway, so some TCG news.
Yeah.
So the Rage of Ra, I believe, the Yu-Gi-Oh set came out. Legendary Duelist, Rage of Ra. So this came with like a bunch of Wing Dragon Raw supports. I think that was really it. I haven't been paying attention to this.
I'll be honest, me neither. I think innately just the focus on Raw. It's like I don't really care to play a Raw deck, so I didn't really care for it.
Fair.
But I know they have, I think, Jinzo support. They have some other support as well. Mech Lord support.
Okay. Oh yeah, there's Mech Lord support. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, a bunch of Mech Lord stuff. Oh wow, a lot of Mech Lords. Is this the whole archetype for Mech Lords?
It's Mech Lord, Raw, and Jinzo, I guess.
Yeah.
That's
some decent reprints as well. You need another Monster Reborn or Mind Control, I guess.
Everyone's just chasing that Ghost Rare Raw, man.
Yeah, the Ghost Rare. Yeah, that's what people are going for. How much is that going for now? Actually, TCG. Let's see.
Near mint first ed 245.
Oof.
I mean, I think that's low considering if you compare it to like the collector's rares from the more recent sets, they're all 300 and up, roughly.
Yeah, that's true.
Except for poor old Gaia. kind of like $130.
My God. I mean, that's still quite a pretty penny.
Oh, it is, yeah. But relative to its standing, it's trash.
Yeah. I kind of want the Wing Dragon or Raw alternative art. Looks pretty cool.
The one with the fire?
Yeah, like it's lit. Get it?
No. Stop you. Oh, God damn it. Never again, David.
I'm done. I'm done with myself. I hate myself now.
Trade in your youth card.
I hate.
It's been revoked.
I stopped being a youth a lot. Look, I lost my youth card when some students I was teaching asked if I had TikTok, and I asked the Kesha song, and they all looked at me like I was an alien and said, "Never mind."
Didn't know what TikTok was.
I didn't know what TikTok was back then. This was last year. I was like, well, what's like TikTok? Like Kesha? Oh my god, it was so bad. They looked at me. I was like, that's when I felt the age finally, and it hurt a lot.
They're like, no.
Yeah.
So, right. So on some other TCG news, I was perusing the YouTubes, and I found a fan-made Digimon TCG game. The game is not spectacular. It's basically like a couple decks against computers, so you can play as a computer. But I really enjoyed it. So
you can play with other people, like a la dueling books, or
right now it's really like basic, just you and the computer, and you can do tutorials. I'm really liking how the game plays now that I've actually played it a bit, and I'm really excited for the game. It has some interesting tactics, particularly with how much memory you're willing to give your opponent.
Yeah, I think you were absent for the episode I talked about it. I was with Dr. Al, and I watched a whole video, like a video of a match of two people playing. I think it was like yellow versus red decks. So it was like the Anjumon Anja Woman archetype versus the Greymon archetype. It was interesting. The security cards was definitely interesting. It felt like a little bit like Magic, where they attack, you choose to block or not block, and like the tapping and all the it was like a weird Pokemon and Magic the Gathering combination for me.
It is. The most interesting part for me is that how much are you willing to invest in the card, and how much do you want to give your opponent? Like I enjoyed when I was playing this, so that I was only giving my opponent one memory, or two memory. Because if you pass turn, your opponent starts with 3 memory. So no matter what you do, they're gonna get 3 memory.
I think it's like what 2 memory to Digivolve, right?
Yeah, but from rookie to champion and champion to ultimate, it's 2. No, from rookie to champion is 2. From champion to ultimate, it depends. 3 or 4, and same thing with no more. As high as I've seen is 4.
I mean, what's Mega? So I understand the concept of the memory. Like the more I do, the more memory it goes for my opponent. But what's the penalty of because it seems like you could just keep going. From the match I saw, like they kept expanding memory, and it just kind of kept going. At one point, the opponent had like 7. He gave his opponent 7, and I didn't see anything. Like I didn't see a tide turn or anything.
So it depends on your cards in your hands. Like one of the new cards one of the newer sets is a Piedmon card.
Mm-hmm.
So the megas cost like 11 or 12 memory or something like that to drop 10 memory. So you drop it. You're giving your opponent, just dropping it outright. You're going to give your opponent a lot of resource to work with. But that particular card lets you basically monster reborn 2 monsters out of your graveyard.
Mm.
But again, so dropping it outright, you're giving your opponent a lot of memory to play with, but you're also getting a lot of card advantage in a sense. So they would drop it and then get blockers that they lost. So you have to have certain monsters can block and protect your security, the cards that you have to go through to win. So they would do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna. It's a weird concept for me to wrap my mind around because you could. So you have your points. So say I had 3 memory points or whatever.
Yeah,
I can use those 3, but I could keep playing and just end up giving my opponent more, right?
No, once you take action that goes to the other opponent's memory, your turn ends.
Oh,
so if you let's say you have 0, if you're at 0 memory, it's still your turn. So let's say you have 0 memory and you evolve your rookie to a champion,
and my turn's over because I dipped to the other side.
Yeah, well now, so turns, you draw your card for evolving. Whatever effects needed to take effect, and then your turn passes.
Oh, okay.
So you can't take another action. You can't play another card.
Okay, so I was under the mindset that you could just keep playing. You just give your opponent more.
No. Once you
And then,
pass to the
which
other
made no
side.
sense to me. Then it's like, okay, what's the limiting factor here? Okay, so
Yeah.
okay, that makes sense now. All right, so you go to a Mega Evolution first turn, you give your opponent 10. Oh,
Basically.
crap. Oh shit, that's death. All right, okay, that's interesting. That's definitely interesting. Okay, that makes more sense now in my head. Okay.
Yeah, and some of the cards that are like the set cards that I've seen come out are they're more interesting and they play more like there's a Shine Greymon, the Mega, and he has an effect that when he goes into play, you tap all your tamer cards, and a Digimon loses 4,000 DP for each card. So if you have 4, you could use 4,000, and if you hit 0, the Digimon dies. So if they have 4, low level Digimon that only have like 2,000-3,000 DP, you could wipe them all, or you could dump them all into one Mega that's blocking your way, and you could kill it.
Okay.
But the way they're doing it, there's a lot more search functions I'm seeing, like digging. Not a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh digging, more like excavating.
Yeah, and like card advantage isn't like a big deal here, obviously, because every time you digivolve, you draw a card.
Yeah,
which is nice. You get to replace the card you drew.
Yeah,
you spent. I meant.
I think games that that encourage having the ability to play, like cards that don't limit that, tend to be a little more engaged by consumers at first. Because if it's a game like you play a card, you don't play 2 cards, you don't really have much more to go from.
Yeah.
But this one, if you digivolve, cool, here's a card. So what else can you do?
Yeah. Yeah, the advantage of resource management versus no resource management, a la Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah. You can still drop Digimon. It's just gonna cost an arm and a leg.
Yeah, but again, this is good balance. I definitely will pick up one of the starter decks. Oh, that's right. We did on that episode with Al, we did call dibs. I called dibs on red. I think he called dibs on blue.
So well, I'm gonna get one of each. So.
Oh, all right, piece of crap. Just ruin the sanctity of the podcast. To see how it is.
All right, for starters, I'll get the yellow one. Just because for those who don't know, yellow is my favorite color. A, but B, War Greymon is my favorite Digimon, you bastard. So
exactly, that's why I picked it. That's why I picked up War Greymon. I love War Greymon.
I'm older. I'm just saying.
I had the Agumon Warp Digivolve figure to War Greymon. I love that thing so much. Best thing ever. I miss that toy.
They sell them. I've seen they did Alphamon with Dorumon, the little furry jump.
Oh, I might buy. I want to buy a figure for War Greymon. Not a transforming one, just like my typical anime figure.
They have them, but they come in Gunpla form. They're like the assembly. It's really good. I've seen it. It looks really good.
I guess. I don't want to like assembly required. I don't know. We'll see. I just want like a cool bust I could just like put somewhere on one of my many shelves. Anyway, moving on. So a little tech news. Google announced their Pixel 5 and Pixel 4a 5G. God, that's a mouthful and a half.
So they're both 5G, or just the 4a is 5G?
They're both 5G. They're both 5G. So the reason why they call the Pixel 4a 5G is because there's a standard 4a that doesn't have 5G. Their naming conventions is, what's the lack of a better word, retarded.
5G is ruining and everything.
I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, I guess it's not too bad.
It's ruining all the naming schematics. This generation is going to have the iPhone 11 Pro Max plus 5G.
Oh my god. Anyway, let me pull this up really fast. Let me get these specs. Let's see. Where are the comparisons? Come on. Google has a nice little handy dandy comparison chart, if I remember correctly. There it is. Compare. Boom.
Thank you, Carlos. My grandpa hair is looking good.
Okay, so here we have the 4A, the 5, the newly announced 5, and the 4A 5G, and the old 4A from a couple months ago. So respectively, the price the 5 is 700, the 4A 5G is 500, and the standard 4A is 350. Screen sizes are 6 inches, 6.2, and 5.8 respectively.
I wouldn't mind the 5.8 again.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind 5.8. I miss 5.8. My my S10, my S10e. Yeah, that was good. Good little phone. So we're focusing on the 5 and the 4A 5G. God, I hate that name so much. It could pick a better name, like just something a little more clean sounding. Anyway, so big difference are screen sizes. The 5G is a little bit bigger, but the 5 has a high refresh rate up to 90 hertz.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like for that price, I guess that's all you're getting.
When this competition is doing 120, man.
Yeah, the competition is doing, but this is cheaper than competition, admittedly. Battery wise, the 5 has a little over 4,000, while the 5G has a little over 3,800. The 5 has wireless charging and reverse wireless charging. Also, so according to I don't know if it doesn't say it on here, but according to my cousin, the 5 is aluminum but has Qi charging, which was unheard. Well, it was unheard of for a while. Then I think Qualcomm made the technology, but no one used it, and finally Google decided to do something with it. So I miss having aluminum phones. I'm sick of the glass back, though. That's been destroying our market for the last decade and something.
Shout out to the OG HTC One M8.
Oh my god,
the best aluminum phone I've ever owned.
Man, that was a good phone.
That was a really good phone.
Yeah. So the aluminum backing is back, which is nice. So hopefully, again, bravo Google, I guess, for that.
And it has reverse wireless charging through the aluminum.
Yeah, through the aluminum. I'm shocked. I didn't think they'd do it. I didn't think anyone was gonna do it. In comparison, the 4A 5G has polycarbonate, which is fine. I think we should indulge in more plastic phones. I'm sick of glass. Like it slips, it's no friction, etc., etc. The exact same processors, the exact same cameras, and the 4A 5G has a headphone jack.
Really?
So yeah. So for $200 different, $200 difference, you get a higher refresh screen, smaller screen, bigger battery, no headphone jack. Oh, and aluminum, witchy and all that stuff. I don't know if it's worth $200 extra.
And it's the same OLED display, just different size. So I'm kind of surprised by that they didn't put like a higher quality panel on the 5G.
I mean, they gave it 90 hertz as a flexible OLED. I don't know what. I mean, it's still glass. I don't know what's the point of having it flexible unless it curves on the side. But the pictures doesn't look like it curves, so I'm not sure what's going on with that.
Speaking of aluminum phones, the Nexus 6P.
Yeah, 6P.
6P. Also a really good aluminum phone.
I miss that phone. I thought that phone was hideous in all the leaks.
Yeah,
it looked hideous. And then we got the official like press photos, and it looked so good. It was so striking. It's like, I want this.
Yeah,
I miss that phone, and the battery life on it was atrocious, though.
Oh, it was.
But yeah, so in my opinion, I think the Pixel 5 anyway is dead on arrival because Samsung beat them to the punch
with the 5, with the FE.
Yeah, the FE, better specs, cheaper now in America anyway. $100 cheaper in America, better specs, high refresh rate. Basically, objectively, it is the better phone.
And it's easier to find on contract for people.
That too.
Because I think the Pixel are still exclusive to Verizon.
Are they? I thought they unlocked them. I thought they were unlocked. Hold on, I'm curious. Let me see I'm gonna try buying one. See, I mean, you can buy them unlocked, but can I buy them on carrier? Oh, that's a pre-order. Oh, he is Verizon. You son of a bitch.
Yep.
Oh,
so Verizon's the only carrier. So for people who finance their phones,
that's Google.
Speaking of new phones, have you decided on the Wing yet?
I want it, but I think the fact that I'm a left-handed phone user kills it for me. If the screen swung the other way, I'd be fine. I probably would buy in a heartbeat.
So you're saying you're not willing to change a lifetime of habits and become right-handed?
Hell no.
Oh my God.
I do want the Moto Razr, the 2020 edition. It's $1,400, but it's such a nice looking phone.
Second gen is definitely saving it.
Same thing with the Z Fold too. Samsung's the second gen is so nice. The $2,000 is asking a lot. So I guess kind of familiar, similar, kind of on topic. So there's a YouTuber I watch. I'm gonna say his name. I've been subbed to him for a little bit. I generally like his videos, but he posted a video, I think it was today, where he did a Pixel 5 versus Samsung S20 FE. Well, mind you, he only has the FE in hand. No one has the Pixel 5 in hand yet, at least not like legally allowed to say anyway.
NDA says no.
Yeah, basically. But he did a comparison, kind of, sort of, and he was arguing that the Pixel was a better phone because it offered more delight. I've never seen a video. Again, I've been subbed this guy for a while. I generally enjoy his videos. I've never seen such a biased video in my entire life. 6 minutes of just pure Pixel bias. I was like, what is this? I was just so annoyed.
As a poor defense, people love their vanilla software for the Android.
Oh, so do I. No, don't get me wrong, so do I. But just objectively, the FE is significantly more impressive than the Pixel 5. All right. Anyway, shall we move on to our manga section? I guess.
Yeah.
So, first off, big news. Oda, the author and artist of One Piece, is unfortunately ill. So his chapter was delayed. Our thoughts go out to Oda. Hopefully he gets better soon.
Yeah.
According to Twitter, he said he's feeling better. But I don't care if One Piece takes another 20 years to finish. Just take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Anyway, but
we're already 20 years in, so
yeah, we're 20 years in. Screw it, let's go another 20. But thankfully, we had a little Ace spinoff. So this was drawn by the guy who draws Dr. Stone. So the art style, very unique art style.
It's very detailed, very much, especially in the faces.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I wasn't sure what to expect. I thought it might be. I thought it might be like a rehash of something we've already seen before. There was that one Sanji spinoff we saw a while back. It was like
that was a Food Wars guy.
Yeah, Food Wars guy. Yeah, so it was just kind of I mean, it was all right. It didn't really provide any new information. It was kind of a filler just before Luffy's, Nami, and Zoro, Luffy and crew showed up to the restaurant. So it was just, it was like a little filler thing. I didn't think it was gonna get. So I assumed the Ace spinoff wasn't gonna give us like any new info. But no, we met Ace's first mate and the origin of his devil fruit.
And more interesting, I don't know if this has been covered in the original source material. If two people eat it, whoever ate it first gets the power.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Really
when they both ate it, I'm like, oh, okay, so explain this one to me, senpai. Let me see how this works.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's interesting. But yeah, that was really cool. I wasn't expecting to learn like a bunch of new stuff about Ace, but I hope this continues. I don't know if this is like a serialized thing. It might just be a one-off, but it was pretty cool.
It might be. I know they're doing a novel for Ace. There's a novel coming out for Ace.
This might have been. So was this an adaptation from a novel? Maybe just kind of advertise it.
Yeah, probably just to get people to get it.
Again, it was really cool. But yeah, so the normal fruit. Oh yeah, and they also made Ship's little Ace's surfboard motor thing, whatever the hell it's called. But that was cool.
I also like that, like Luffy, his first mate was not originally a pirate. He was an author.
Ah. I like this. He dubbed Deuce wasn't his real name, right? He just called himself Deuce. Yeah. So he called himself Deuce to play off of Ace's name, which is again cool. So I'm curious. Will he get 3s and 4 King Queen Jack steal a little bit off of Kaido?
Or Kaido stole off of him.
Kaido's been around longer.
Fair point.
Again, really nice surprise. I didn't know this was coming out at all, so it was a nice little read. Since Oda had to cancel his chapter.
Yeah.
Oh my hero. My Hero Academia. Oof. So all right, we have Alvin here. So we are going to spoil the crap out of this.
Alvin, skip 10 minutes and then skip another 5 if it sounds spoiler. I love you, but just skip.
We don't get to discuss this on the podcast often, so we're gonna do it
soon.
Oh my. So
first of all, is Bakugo dead?
No, I don't think he's dead. Okay. Look at him. I've seen worse. We've seen worse injuries in the My Hero universe. Bakugo's not dead. But Todoroki, the freaking goat, coming in with the save.
Yeah, that was tight, man.
Wild carry Endeavor? What? It's all right, bravo, good sir, bravo.
I like the chapter, man. I like how pissed Deku got. Dude, he was the last blood that needed to be shed. It was wasted. It was useless. I was like, oh shit.
Oh my god, dude. So the eyes, is that another quirk?
I think that's
is that just Oda? Is that Horikoshi exaggerating it, or that's a quirk? Because it looks.
I think that's Black Whip's energy wrapped around it.
It doesn't look like it.
That's how I interpret it.
I think he unlocked another quirk.
You think?
I don't know. I feel it's another quirk. It's so distinct. It just doesn't feel like it just doesn't feel like this was an artistic choice. I feel like this was a quirk activating. And it's definitely not all for one because it's not all for one because no, one for all because we never seen that type of energy. Well, he's gone 100% before him. We never saw his eyes turn like that. So I feel like it's another quirk.
But Deku's also used 100% before.
Yeah, and we never seen those eyes. So yeah. I feel like another quirk unlocked, or I don't know. But this madman bit through the freaking tendrils. Holy shit.
I don't think it's an artistic thing, but it kind of looks like his mask. The pseudo.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah,
with the big eyeballs. It kind of looks like that. But I still think it's Black Whip's energy.
We have to explore this more because he had this for a while. Because he had it for 2 panels, a few panels actually. Yeah.
As soon as he got pissed.
Yeah. Probably my favorite shot is Shigaraki's face opening up, and you see all for one under it. It's if that doesn't confirm my theory, nothing does. It's holy shit.
He's fighting back.
He's fighting. You know what? All this was everything that occurred once it was all for one's controlling him, right? So he manipulate the taunt he gave that pissed off Deku, that was a Shigaraki taunt. That was an all for one taunt.
Yeah.
He manipulated Deku to get in range so he could steal his quirk. It's holy shit.
So here's what I'm curious what you think of, and I might feel a little bit differently. I think they're starting to get a little too much with the alternate world, that where he's seeing the previous One for All users. I think it's getting a little bit too much. I enjoyed it when it was just Deku and the previous One for Alls, but now it's becoming another stage to fight on, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think they actually fight. I think it's more of a converse. It's kind of like I see this more like Naruto's little inner world with Kurama. Like they never really, I mean, minus the one inner fight he had like way back, when he had to like take Kurama's chakra. Majority of the time, it was there for like conversation.
I hope this sticks like that. 'Cause I don't want it to be like they end up fighting for the final fight on two planes or whatever.
Yeah, that. I mean, if they fight in if they fight in the mental plane or whatever, the all for one plane, I guess. It's. Well, they won't feel any like physical impact, obviously. But it might be a mental thing, but
It might be a mental thing.
yeah. Yeah. So we were under the impression that that one for all couldn't get stolen because of its the whole requirement of you have to be willingly give it away if someone takes your DNA. Apparently not. At least not according to All for One, he can take one for all.
So I'm curious if that's a because all might give us this information.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just something that none of the one for all inheritors knew, but all for one knew.
The All for One, but then that puts another question. The timing. So instead of stealing all those other generations, he could have stolen it. He waited till Deku, when Deku finally unleashed its full potential with Black Whip, Float, and all those other quirks. Now he wants to steal it.
Well, now Shigaraki has one all for one.
Yeah.
A and B, he's in a definitely weakened state, and he passed on his quirk and himself. Apparently, it's
like mentally. Yeah, it's like a weird.
So there is that. There is that. So I think that has to do with it.
Yeah. So what I'm getting at is, did All for One plan this? Did he plan to give his brother, a quirk, the stockpile quirk, and have it evolve into something much, much more? Was this all planned?
Are you asking if he pulled a big brain Aizen move?
Yeah, this feels like it. Like he made.
I hope not.
Because because according to All for One, he can steal one for all, and he did not steal it from any other user. When we definitely could have, because he killed them all. He definitely could have passed. He could have definitely stolen it. If he could kill him, he could steal it. But now Deku, now he wants it. I feel like he know. I feel like I feel like he pulled like the biggest brain Aizen. Like he farmed, I guess, developed the most OP quirk outside of his own, and it's like, all right, now I want it. That's what it feels like to me.
Maybe. You know what they say, like tyrants create their own worst enemies. They cause their own downfalls.
True.
So if it's along those lines, I can understand it. I don't necessarily agree with that story aspect of it. I don't. It doesn't work for me personally. If he's like, yeah, I big brained everything. The reason your dad's not in the picture is because I ate your dad and made him give birth to you, or some shit like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it's too much. It does remind me a lot of Aizen. A lot of Aizen.
I mean, he didn't choose Deku, obviously. So it's more of like him developing one for all as the quirk. Not like he didn't choose Deku. He didn't choose All Might or Nana or any of the other past users.
Or maybe none of the past users ever developed multiple the ability to use multiple quirks, because All Might only ever uses.
I was saying that's the reason why he wants it now, because he could have stolen it all those other times, but chose not to until Deku had it, and obviously because Deku is using it at its fullest potential, with the multiple quirks and stuff. And we'll see, I guess. I do like Nana showing up though. I want to see more of Nana, so
I want to see her interaction with Shigaraki.
Oh my god, that's gonna. Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Shigaraki knows Nana's face, right? Like he knows Nana's face as that's grandma, right?
I believe so.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
I know he knows that his grandma was a hero, and the reason.
He knows she was a hero. I mean, so I'm assuming all the previous users, can see, experience, and knows what Deku knows. They would have to, right? They all exist inside him technically, kind of like a Avatar type of thing, Airbender. So I would assume she knows that's her grandson, and he's been through some shit.
He's seen some shit.
He really has. But yeah, really excited chapter. This arc is just bombshell after bombshell. I'm loving it.
Which makes you wonder how the hell are they gonna wrap up this arc?
Oh gee, I don't know. We still have to deal with Makino, right?
Yeah, Makia.
Makia? Yeah, we have the Makia.
And there's still I'm sorry. Go ahead. There's still the fact that he's plowing through a city which may or may not contain Deku's mom. Has not been confirmed, but that one little panel of the bike that she was riding and the city was about to get destroyed. God,
like Deku doesn't need any more reasons to get angry. He's kind of turning to like anymore. Like if Deku didn't have his, superhero, like his whole hero worshipping mentality, he could turn to a villain straight up. It's terrifying what they're doing to what they're doing to this poor boy.
It's like the
he just wanted to save people.
Oh, what the hell was I reading? It just had that similar. Yeah, so I was listening to something. They were talking about Obito from Naruto, and basically how Obito was like a contrast to what Naruto could have become through all the pain and suffering. Make sense?
Yeah, I think that was the point. Yeah, I think that was the point as well.
Yeah. So, I that's literally Deku and Shigaraki.
Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting. All right. That being said, moving on. Hopefully, I can't wait. Do we have a break next chapter, or do we actually? We don't.
We do not,
goodness, we do not. Oh shit! All right. Anyway, so Dr. Stone, I didn't really like this week's chapter.
It wasn't as strong. I did enjoy that moment, like that one panel between Senku and Zeno.
And Zeno, yeah.
Yeah, I got a little feels right there.
Yeah, I like Zeno having like all googly eyed seeing Senku.
Yeah,
that was unexpected. I was expecting to be that cute. It worked out. So that was really nice. My biggest issue with it was it felt really rushed. It's like hey, we captured your boss. Okay, well Stanley's gonna go get him. Well, we'll just escape Stanley. Okay, so let's negotiate. You guys are technically, you guys are now allies, and now you guys have the Corn City, and we're gonna go free 1 million people. Like, so much happened without much explanation, and it felt really rushed to me.
So, I'll play devil's advocate here.
Go for it.
I do agree, but here's the thing. This is something that I experienced when I caught up to Dr. Stone, and you read through it, and there were some moments like that where it was a lot of plot progression in a very constrained time frame, like when they were doing with at the very beginning with the original village and why the village was called. Well, and Senku had the same name. His last name was the name of the damn thing.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of relative information, a very small amount of space. So they've done that a lot throughout the series. They'll condense a lot into one small section. So I can see where it is. Granted, this is the most recent occurrence of it. So it's like we have to wait to see what happens. We just can't, let's just read the next chapter and see how this progresses.
Yeah.
So there's also that.
I wish it took more time to flesh it out, but yeah, I definitely get what you're saying. But I think that's just poor writing. Just like learn to pace it a little better. A lot of it kind of caught me off guard. I'm like, wait, so did we just win? Did we lose? What? I was so confused.
Oh yeah, it was 100%. Even though I read the name of the chapter, so I kind of had that. I have to stop doing this. Every time I read the chapters, it fucks my head up. I read the chapter title and I'm like, okay, so it throws too many hints, and like. By the time I got to this one point I'm like, all right, cool, they're gonna try to revive 1 million people. But oh yeah, you're right. I wish they would have spent more time, and hopefully they do in subsequent chapters, a little more time with Deco, with Senku and Xenos.
I mean, they're together now, so I don't know. Just and we kind of lost like what, half the cast because they're leaving them behind in the city. So what the current cast is Senku, Luna, Kiseki, Zeno.
Kiseki's that boy.
Kiseki,
Always.
Kiseki.
He's that boy. Wait, I wonder if they're splitting up Kinro and Jinro.
I don't know. They look like they are.
Kinro is the tall one, right?
Yes.
He's staying, so we have to see where Jinro is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think Jinro's probably with him.
Probably.
Do they not have any warriors on their side at all? Wait. Oh no, they stole his boat.
They stole his boat, but they also have
Kohaku. Yeah, they have Kohaku, yeah.
Tsukasa and Staff Boy.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So we do okay, so they have some fighters. The goal is, I don't know, it's so right. It's like oh yeah, like what about your boat? Oh, we're both gonna steal their boat. What? It's like, how'd you even find what?
Yeah. I totally agree. This chapter was rushed. It definitely was.
I'm liking Luna more and more. Is it bad I ship it?
No.
I ship this.
But she's not.
I'm okay with this.
She's not gonna get it.
She's not gonna get it, no, but it gets the Senku. Senku doesn't give a shit.
Senku's Luffy-esque in that manner, man.
It really is.
No F's given.
He's big brain Luffy. But I mean, I like it. I hope something happens. I hope she doesn't have a heart broken at the end of this. I like her enough.
Underrated aspect of specifically Senku and Xenos is they don't undermine and belittle people who are clearly not as smart as them.
Yeah, that's true.
That's very easy to do by accident, even in writing. So that's something they've never Boichi and the writer, I'm not familiar with the writer's name, but Boichi does the art, that they've done with the characters to not make them seem arrogant in a negative sense. Like, he's cocky. They're cocky AF, but they're not like, they don't belittle.
Yeah, I agree. Again, that's good writing on that point. Definitely good character development. Definitely.
Same with Chrome.
Yeah, Chrome. Yeah. Honestly, I didn't like Chrome to begin with before, and he really sticks on you.
I didn't like Chrome, and then Chrome became best boy. Took over for what's his name? The guy that Senku revived, if I cannot remember his name.
Tsukasa?
No.
Which Senku revived a lot of people.
The first guy that he revived.
Oh my God, Taiju, yeah, Dr. Taiju. There we go. Yeah.
He took over Taiju quick.
Taiju got really boring.
One note. Yeah, he got really one note really quick.
Yeah. So before I started reading Dr. Stone, that was a lot of people was praising it. Actually, they're praising how Dr. Stone, the writer realized, okay, they don't like my current set of characters. I need to change this now and make it more interesting. So he removed Taiju and hit the love interest. Oh my God, what was her name? What? See, that's the problem with Dr. Stone.
Yukihira.
Yukihira. Is it Yukihira?
I think that's it. I think I remember him yelling that in one of the past.
Hold on. I didn't like this up now. Hold on.
Dude.
Is he here? Yuzihira? Yeah. Yuzuriha. Yuzuriha. God damn it. Japan. These names, they make it hard. So I wish I saw more. I want more development with these characters because it's starting to blend together, and that's not good.
They got off pretty quick. But I think it improved it because I did find them a little grating.
Yeah, we have too many characters, I think.
Yeah, there are some that stick out. like Francois.
Yeah, Francois sticks out. Let's see, Francois. The who else sticks out? Chrome obviously sticks out. Tsukasa did, and now he's in the background, which I don't like. I'd rather Tsukasa be up in the foreground with everybody else.
Yeah, Tsukasa should be in the front and center.
Yeah.
One of my favorite parts of the series is when he did that like what if in his brain where he pictured himself growing up with Senku and Taiju.
Yeah,
I thought that was super adorable.
That's nice. Yeah, I guess he's a good guy. He's a good guy in the end. It just has some spotty morals.
Yeah.
Who else is that? The mentalist. Oh my god, what's his name?
Gen.
Yeah. I love Gen.
Interesting.
Gen's great. Yeah, I think. Yeah, Gen's great. His face. He makes the best faces when he's like when he knows what's up in the background. It's great.
Yeah. Kiseki we talked about.
Yeah. What the best gag? Like don't untie me. Just tell me a wondrous technology from your era. Here, this is a tractor. Just flexes the ropes. I'm like, what the hell? All right. I love him.
That was our thing.
That was good. Yeah, so pretty good manga chapters. All right, reading anything? Did you check out anything new at all?
No, I haven't.
A new Demon Slayer chapter came out. It's like it's a 0.1. It's like a flashback of one of the other main characters.
I heard that it was kind of to fill in some plot holes that may have been left.
Didn't feel like it. Didn't feel like a plot hole. It was really cool. I mean, it was more development, which I enjoyed. Oh, also another chapter of Promised Neverland came out. Flashback of Ray. A little more development on Ray and what he was going through before the events of the entire plot. So really nice. Again, Promised Neverland had so much potential. This chapter proves it, and they screwed it up. They screwed the pooch.
It just keeps lending credence to the fact that sticking to landing is not the easiest thing, man.
Yeah.
If you just things off the top of my head that I think haven't done it, Bleach didn't do it. Naruto didn't do it. Promised Neverland didn't do it. Yeah, those are the ones that prominently stick out to me that did not stick the landing.
Yeah. Like just One Piece, stick the landing.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do, man.
That's all we need. All right. Anyway, I believe that's all the time we have for today.
Yeah.
So, thank you everyone for listening. This has been Mr. N. You can find me at Instagram at Mr. David N or Twitter, same username. Of course, you can find Mr. Jorge at
Being Mr. Jorge and at the Donut Shop Podcast. And I will give up on saying I'm going to make social media because I'm probably never going to do it because I am a monster procrastinator and I have no deadline.
You know what? At this point, it's a podcast staple, and I demand you stick with it.
Never have one ever. But you can reach me at the ogdonutshop@gmail.com.
There you go. Again, you can find the Donut Shop Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Amazon, Podbean, Google, Spotify, anywhere you can listen to podcasts, you will find us, most likely. All right. Thank you all for listening.
Yeah. Again, don't forget to respond to our icebreaker, our question, comments, concern, or if you main hero and you want to at me, please at the ogdonutshop@gmail.com. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.